Arman Nuesca, and I'm Jee-ann, and together my companion, Miss Edmer Jane Orias. Today we will tackle about the using of role play. What is role play? Role play is a fun and playful activity, but also a key component in a children's learning. It is a social space that develops speaking and listening skills, as well as giving children the opportunity to reflect on and develop their knowledge of a topic, while sparking and enhancing creativity and imagination. Benefits of role play. Motivate and engage students, enhance currently teaching strategies, provide real world scenarios to help students learn. Role play in teaching is a form of experimental learning. Students on assigned roles and act on those roles through a scripted play. The role play can be carried out one to one or individual role play, or a group role play with each member in the group taking on a role or character. How to use role play. It is easy to set up and run a role play season. It will help to follow the 5 steps below. Step 1. Identify the situation. To start the process, gather people together, introduce the problem, and encourage an open discussion to uncover all of the relevant issues. This will help people to start thinking and about the problem before the role play begins. Step 2. Add details. Next, set up a scenario in enough details for it to feel real. Make sure that everyone is clear about the problem that you're trying to work through and that they know what you want to achieve by end of session. Set 3. Assigned rules. Once you've set the scenes, identify the various fictional characters involved in the scenarios. Some of these may be people who have to deal with the situation when it actually happens. For example, salespeople. Others will represent people who are supportive or hostile, depending on the scenarios. For example, an angry client. Step 4. Act out the scenario. Each person can then assume their role and act out the situation, trying different approaches where necessary. It can be useful in these scenarios, build up in the intensity. For instance, if the aim of your role play is to practice a sales meeting, the person playing the role of the potential client will start as an ideal client, and through a series of scenarios could become increasingly hostile and difficult. You could the test and practice different approaches for handling situation so that you can give participants experience in handling them. Step 5. Discuss what you have learned. When you finish the role play, discuss what you've learned so that you or the people involved can learn from the experience. For example, if you are using it as a part of a training exercise, you could lead a discussion on the scenarios you have explored and ask for written summaries of observation and conclusion for everyone who was involved.
Everyone, I am Edmar Jane Orias, and for the continuation of our report, the uses of role plays is exploring and improving interviewing techniques and examining complexities and potential conflicts of groups. Second is to consolidate different lessons in one setting. And the disadvantages of it is participants might be reluctant, may not work with trainees who do not know each other well. The advantages is good energizers, promotes empathy of trainees for other situations, and encourages creativity in learning. And that is so why is role play important for children? Through role playing, children develop communication skills and physical mannerisms which help them later on their life. According to current research, children's capacity for creative thinking and cognitive flexibility are closely linked to role play. The different types of role play. First is the text-based. Text-based takes place online and focuses on writing. Second is the live action. Takes place face to face. You interact with other people through talking, acting, and occasionally. And the last is tabletop. Tabletop can be done in person or online and focuses mainly on verbally describing your character's actions. That's all for today and thank you for listening.